Okay, tomorrow's the 4th of July, and overnight, the Reserve Bank of Australia will make a rates decision. Now, I don't think they're likely to be hawkish like BOE, ECB, and BOC have been in the past couple weeks. So perhaps no change there. In any case, that will be overnight. Euro US dollar. I think we can complete this count now. It looks like 5 waves may have been done into here for the last swing for wave 3. So the current count is probably best as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then some type of 3-wave correction and one more high to see this perhaps exhaust itself for a larger correction. New Zealand US dollar, I think from on the 1 hour, this is trying to break. I think this is also exhausting itself. On the 1 hour, I'm going to look at this as a 5-wave decline. So a bit of a correction and see if there will be a sell into tomorrow in New Zealand US dollar. Okay, US dollar Japanese yen is moving up for the idea that it is in a third wave. There was some bad news for Abe overnight, apparently in Tokyo, so that gave some impetus here. Though the bullish view, if we can, this pair will expose itself to a question mark, really, once it breaks this high here, because there is a possible view that will come in that we're looking at a 3-wave decline like that. But that is only guesswork right now, as this large 3 here may be sufficient. So sticking with this idea, if there's a small correction over the next couple hours and days, maybe a retest here, a small kind of bull flag, there will be another chance to buy into this for a move up still, I would say a few hundred points higher from here before the question really comes in. Okay, and Canadian pairs, there's been a bigger bounce in US Canadian. I'm still going to work this idea that it's making a wave 4, larger wave 4 now. There will be some resistance. If this does continue up a little higher, there will be some resistance coming in with the 8 EMA tomorrow on the daily. And I like the idea that it will see another low from here, and then we can consider a 5-wave move possibly completed here. Euro Canadian is still open. I want to give the bears the advantage here because we've had enough of a correction here. However, I cannot completely remove the idea that we're seeing a flat here and then a move down. But so long as it's under trend resistance now, it remains looking bearish. And see if tomorrow there will be a chance to sell into this here on a break. On the 4 hour, this is open to a 3-wave view here. So see how it reacts, just to be cautious of that if there is an upside move. But I want to focus on a bearish move here because the bears look like they have they have the strength here. Whether it's a break here or we have a slight correction higher, the down move overall looks much more likely in this pair. So I'll stick with the bear view here and assume we've broken for now. Not much change in the other pairs. I still like a bit of a correction higher in Aussie Canadian, plus it's a trend support. And New Zealand Canadian is still putting a question mark over this break as well. Euro Australian, the 1 hour wedge idea has broken, though it's drifted out. I will watch for a possible move up from here in case it finds some support there. So far the move up has been just 3 waves. So there's no immediate term bullish approach here because this wedge just drifted out, but keeping in mind what happened to pound Canadian a few months back, how it drifted out of major resistance in a sideways move and then found support for a big move up. Something like that could happen here, so I'm keeping that in mind. And not much change otherwise. Aussie New Zealand is still trying to find some strength for perhaps another correction. But keeping in mind, Reserve Bank of Australia tonight, if it can find a low for a B or X wave and then maybe one more move up. So tomorrow I'm going to look to sell New Zealand US dollar and see if there's a bull flag on US dollar Japanese yen emerging, and if Euro Canadian makes a decisive break, because this pattern here can morph into a number of bearish things. So I'm not going to hope for the idea of a flat. I will look for a bearish view first, and then if it turns into a flat, I'll deal with that afterwards. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Bye-bye.